Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Ahmad Fauzi. I'm from English Teaching Learning Program di kelas 6 semester, and here I'm going to make a video about how to input and analyze the data by using SPSS. This video to fulfill assignment of statistic research subject taught by Ma'am Robiah PD. So in this video, I will explain how to input the data by using correlation test dependent, t-test independent and t-test dependent. Here is the video. Check it out. Okay, let's start from the first. That is correlation test or correlation analysis by using SPSS. Correlation analysis is basically to see how strong correlation of variable and how the result. Is it negative or positive? The strongness and weakness of correlation are explained in the coefficient correlation, which is often abbreviated as R. Yes, just like in the screen. How to take the result or decision, we can use this way as a basic result. It can be a pool. First, in the signification score is less than 0.05, it will be correlation. If the significance score is more than 0.5, it will be no correlation. Yes, the R score of interpretation or correlation guide degree, Pearson score correlation is started from 0.00 up to 0.20 or 0.20. It is no correlation, and soon it's up to the last one, very strong or perfect result. Alright, to make it clear, let's operate the SPSS apps or software. To analyze correlation test, first we can come into variable view. Here we can write x. Here, and what is that? We can write y, x and y in Indonesia. In X level, we can write, for example, a kecerdasan emosional or emotional quotation, because X variable is emotional quotation and Y variable is motivasi belajar or learning motivation. The thing that we have to prepare is the data of X and Y variable. Here it is. This is the data. This is the data. The respondent used is 32 respondents. We can copy and paste to SPSS. Then click analyze. Yes, analyze. Then click correlation and click bivariate. Here, A control or control A, move it to variable and click Pearson, because we will seek person correlation. Click and then the last click OK. This is the output. So the correlation or correlation degree is 551 or 0.551 or 0.51 here, and the score is in 0.41 or 0.41 up to 0.60, it means the correlation is medium. Yeah, it's like in the text here. Is there correlation? Yeah, we can see there. To talent signification, the signification score is 0.01. It means 0.01 is less than 0.05. So there is a correlation. How to see the result of negative and positive? We can see on the score there. If there is no min or minus, it will be positive. And the conclusion from the analysis above, we can know that signification score is 0.1 is less than 0.05. So the emotional quotation or kecerdasan emosional in bahasa and learning motivation have a correlation. Well, the correlation is positive by a score degree is 0.51. After the score is consulted by interpretation table number R, it is 0.51. It means the score is in 0.41 up to 0.60, which is the interpretation included into there is a medium correlation. Well, for the second, how to input and analyze the data by using a t-test dependent. We can use SPSS software. To input data, we have to prepare it in Microsoft Excel, as like in the previous explanation about correlation test. Then copy and paste the data into SPSS. As like it, and I have pasted it. How to analyze by using t-test dependent? Well, t-test dependent is a test which is done to quantify or measure twice measuring this on the same variable. For example here, respondent 1 measuring knowledge score in the morning and daylight period. Yeah, the same respondent, we measure the knowledge in the morning and daylight period. That is the characteristic of t-test dependent. The regulation of it, both of the data have to be normal. If one of the data is not normal, we cannot make t-test dependent. If both of the data are abnormal or not normal, it cannot make dependent t-test as well. Okay, back to the screen. To analyze by using t-test dependent, we can click analyze. Then we click compare means there. Click compare means, select a paired sample t-test. We can enter the score and the score in the morning to the night, to the right box here. Then we can click OK there. Okay. Well, to conclude the result, we can take and see in this table paired sample test. Yeah, we can see in the signification score in the corner. In the signification score in the corner, significant score we can prove is the difference score between score in the morning and score in the daylight period. We can see the result is 0.774 there. Yeah, the signification score is more than 0.05, so that we can conclude that from both of the data, from both of knowledge measuring between morning and daylight period are not different, or we can see that there is no difference. So if the signification score is more than 0.05, it is no difference. If it is less than 0.05, it means there is difference. Yeah. For the next, we can learn about how to input and analyze t-test independent by using SPSS. Well, for the third, we will discuss about how to input and analyze the data by using t-test independent. Using SPSS software too. Well, we go to independent t-test by using SPSS. First, we have to input the data into SPSS first. We will analyze the case here. Yeah, you can see the case. The dependent variable is motivation. Independent variable is gender, and the hypothesis is there is different motivation between men and women. Analyze by using the analysis is by using independent sample t-test. Let's go to the SPSS. Open the data. There is motivation as a total score from the data collected. Then there is agenda. What are code 1 and code 2? Yeah, we can see in variable view there. Yeah, you can click variable view. Then click values. So we give code 1 as woman and code 2 as a man to analyze. Okay, let's analyze it together. Let's click analyze in the window there. Please select compare means. Then we can click independent sample t-test. We can enter the motivation into test variable in the right box here, and gender in the grouping variable. Then here we can click define groups. Yeah, let's click it. Type the code of women and men. Group 1 is 1 and group 2 is 2. Click continue. And next we click OK. Yeah, click OK, and that is the result or output. There are two outputs there. First output or first table is descriptive statistic, where it explains subject amount, mean, standard deviation, and standard error. We can see there men's motivation is higher than women's because the mean is higher, but we cannot conclude that from the descriptive data. The data can be error. Yeah, because the data can be error. We can conclude in the second output or second table here, independent sample t-test. Well, independent sample t-test has assumption that the data must be normal, and homogeneity or group variance, or here we can see test for equality of variances. Yeah, assumption of homogeneity, you can see the signification score here. If the signification score is more than 0.05, we can conclude that group variance is equal. The score indicates that the assumption is failed. If the data is failed, we can read in the signification or two talent there, say significant two talents. If it is not failed, we can read here. Oh yeah, and here the signification is less than 0.001. It means that it is significant. Yeah, there is different signification of men's and women's motivation. Here, the score 7.02900, which one is the highest score we can see in the first output or first table there. It explains that men's motivation is higher than women's motivation. Okay, thank you for your nice attention. That is my explanation about how to analyze by using how to analyze data by using SPSS. Thank you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.